friends, in this lecture we are going to understand the concept of data structure, what actually data structure is. So before starting with the lecture, I just want to clear two things: what is data and what is structure. So first of all, data means all the raw facts and the figures. All the raw facts and figures inside your programming is the data, whereas the structure means the organization of that data inside the memory. That is how that data is going to store, how that data is going to retrieve, or how that data is going to manipulate inside the memory. So the word in the combination becomes data structure. So data structure is generally a scheme or the organization for the data inside memory. We have lots of variety of data structures in case of our programming. For example, linked list, stacks, queues, heaps, graphs, files, all these other types of data structures. The way we are storing the data, the way we are retrieving the data, or the way we are manipulating the data inside memory affects the program complexity. If we choose a certain type of data structure which is not that good enough to store the data or to retrieve the data, and whenever we require the data is not available, or the data is available but taking some time, that increases the complexity of the program. So choosing the data structure is also a concept, is also the thing which needs to be considered while we are working on the data structure inside the program. So the computer programmer decides which data structures to use based on the nature of the data. We are having a lots of variety of data structure, for example stacks, queues, linked list. So one of the example is the queue. So queue is a kind of a data structure which uses the FIFO kind of architecture. FIFO means first in, first out. For example, a queue of a reservation line or a queue at a ticket counter is the kind of a data structure where the person which comes first is the first one to get the ticket, and that person is the first one to move out from the queue. So queue is a kind of a data structure, whereas the another type is binary tree. Binary tree again a kind of a data structure which has two childs, left and the right child, but both the type of data structures have their own consideration while the programming. According to the nature of the program, the programmer chooses the data structure, whether that is a queue or a stack or a binary tree. You can see in binary tree the pointers are lined up so that the structure forms upside down tree with a single node at the top called the root node, and the branches increasing on the left or the right side as you go down the tree. You can see this particular node is called the root node, having two childs, left child and the right child. There are a variety of data structures which are used for their own particular consideration. For example, when we need to make a program for a reservation, for the reservation of, or at a ticket counter, we use the kind of queue type of data structure. While when we want to use a data structure where the searching or the sorting is easy, then in that case we use the binary structure, or in that case we use the binary tree.